So we're gonna do a reading. So we gotta talk about her. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, when I first became aware of being a psychic medium and that I could connect with individuals that have passed on, one of my spirit guides was Whitney Houston. And, she didn't stay around long because she ain't stay around long because I just wasn't brave enough. Because, Whitney, she wanted to work with me with singing with my vocals. And I'm just like, girl, can't nobody fucking sing like your ass. You could do all the training that you want with me. I know it's possible, but that's too much work. I like smoking. Whitney, she a strong woman, so she was just a little too bossy. I was just like, this not gonna work. But I kind of feel her poking around. And so I feel like she's somebody's spirit guide. I don't know what's going on, but I told her, I said, girl, I want to smoke. I like smoking. I've been smoking since I was 18 years old. You coming to me in my 30s and you trying to get me to get my voice together. I don't know. Oh, Lord. Here come the guy. This is why I've been feeling all them Leo vibes, too. Because she a Leo. I just... they always trying to push somebody to be brave. Like, I'm brave in my own way. Like, I need some respect. RESPECT. Find out what it means to, like, damn, it's kind of like, just because you can do it, it doesn't mean that I can do it, and it don't mean that I want to do it. Yeah, it's bossy. So that's what's up. That's her. So she said that she been wreaking havoc. So I don't know what the fuck happened last night. She said something happened yesterday. She said it's me. So I don't know. I feel like it got a lot to do with celebrities. So something happened to a group of celebrities, and she want motherfuckers to know it's her. So I'm just saying. I did do one song, and I tried to channel her the best that I could. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you channel, it's not about sounding like them, but sometimes they come through that strong to where, you know what I'm saying? It just sound like it. But I'm just like, girl, with your voice, I'm gonna have to practice that shit. It's too much work. People are great because of the work that they're willing to put in. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that. I'm not no hater. I I commend you on the work that you want to put in, but respect me if that's not me. Like, this is the song though. Oh no, it's not.
Don't believe, don't believe, don't believe. What they say about me. What they say about me. What they say about me. I don't wanna lose.
the truth. So that was actually a song that her and I collaborated on, and it's crazy because I did a video for this song, and the guy that I featured in this song was a Leo. That's why I be saying them vibes just be too strong for me, baby. It was it should be too strong. The shit be too strong, baby. And then Leo got the nerve to get offended. And be like, baby, them vibes, you need to experience your own goddamn energy. Them goddamn intense ass vibes. So Whitney around. She's around. I've been feeling her, and I've been hearing her fuss at me too, but I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I ain't think she wanted nothing to do with me. I got another song here. She be screaming in my ear, sing it out, sing out, sing from the bass, sing from the diaphragm. I be like, girl, I don't know nothing that you're talking about. So she got tired of me and she left. She said I heard her. She said I can't do nothing with her. I mean, shit, it is what it is. You can say what you want to say. I'm me. I have the right to be me, and it makes me uncomfortable when people, it's like they see something in me to where it's their ideal. And one thing Leos are known for, Leos are like Build-A-Bears. They be building people. I'm a lot of my mentors, it was a lot of Leo energy. So I'm tired. I'm tired of being built. Just let me be. So let me see. That strong ass energy. That shit. I don't know. It just be too strong. Cause it's like, that Leo is always highlighting the truth. So when I used to be a dancer, and I ended up at some Ricky Dink place, so the owner was a Leo. And he had very strict rules. When it was popping, when the club was popping, he used to have like strict rules. And his rules kept everybody safe. Now for the girls, we couldn't do no drugs. We couldn't bring drugs in there. We couldn't do no coke. We couldn't have no weed, no nothing. So, he had smelled weed. And he not supposed to be coming in the dressing room with the girls. So he really wanted to know the truth. So he came in there and he dumped everybody's shit out. That shit was like a hurricane. I was like, And he ain't find nothing. Nobody had anything. One thing I know about Leo is like they have to see it to believe it. Because they're extremely loyal. You understand? But I mean, I don't know. Where is it? I have to find it. Ooh, may take me a while. My leg going to sleep. So Whitney, that's you, girl. Mm. She is funny, cause I found this dead cicada. And I'm gonna do something with it. So I put it on my little stand over here, and she kept knocking it off. I was like, who keep knocking off my cicada? So the last time it fell, I heard it. She was just like, what is this? And she knocked my shit off the cicada. I said, damn. I feel like she don't like me. So it's kind of like, oh, here it is. I feel like she don't like me. So I can't understand why she's around. I feel like she feels like she has to work with me. But it's like, well, I want her to enjoy her time. I don't know. The expectations is just too much. It's like I can't be myself. I got to be what she visualizes of me. Leos are visionaries, you know, Aquarius are too. I just want to live in a world where I can freely just be me without the pressure. You know, and then I met this guy, so I used to go out at the shopping mart and I used to set up and sell my paintings. So, this guy, he came over and he was like, girl, why you ain't dressed up? I was just like, well, what you mean? Why I'm not dressed up? He was like, every time you walk out the house, you supposed to be dressed because somebody may want to discover you. And I was just like, well, I don't want to be discovered. I'm here selling my paintings. So we start talking. So then I asked him what his birthday was. He told me he was a Leo. And my thing is, I understand Leo. I understand who Leo is. But my thing is that because I have a lot of, I had a friend that passed away from HIV/AIDS, and he was a Leo. And when we were in each other's lives, he would just get so offended by me. Because he would just misunderstand me. So it's our relationship was just like I admired him. I loved his strength, I loved who he was. But when Leo don't like you, you will know, because they will come at you sideways and they will be petty with you. You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of seemed like he looked for so much validation from me. And I'm just like, what's up? I gotta lick the crack of your ass? Like, what's up? I don't know. It just be too much. And then it's kind of like when you don't do or what they want you to do, it's like they try to come for you or some shit like that. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. That's why I like Leos from afar. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like, I don't know. I don't know. It just be too much. Okay, so I also collaborated, with her when I made this too. what's going on is that she's trying to connect me and somebody together. For what? I'm about to do the reading. Let me see what's up. What are the messages? Tell me what's up. What does Whitney want to say? What mm. So sometimes I do have a fear, just it's like a just not feeling good enough. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that if I'm not accepted for who I am, I mean, if anybody is not accepted for who they are, it's kind of like, of course they're gonna feel some type of way. Like that's an uncomfortable feeling. You know what I'm saying? But then there are some people to where it's kind of like they want to be more, or they want to be, you know what I mean? What's up? It's kind of like they want. Oh, okay, thank you. Everything counts. Every little bit counts. So but there are some people to where it's kind of like they want to challenge themselves to be better or to be greater. And there's nothing wrong with that neither. My only thing is that, well, my purpose with what I do, he trying to get in. You don't want him in there. Cause he was banging his nose up to the door. So, I don't know. I just feel like she trying to guide me to somebody. It's like the expectations is just high. I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to be myself. I feel like this person is gonna look at me and they're gonna look at all the things that they can do with me, but they're not gonna be focused on me. It's kind of like, why do you think that I haven't strived to be more? I came here for love. You understand what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that is the truth. My gifts, my talents are a distraction to my purpose, but my gifts and my talents are here to serve purpose for charity for other individuals. I know that's kind of hard for people to understand because, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Money is so fluid out here. It's so easy to obtain money. But love is so dry out here. And everybody is so narcissistic. And everybody is so hurt. And then people don't have the type of development. They have missed so much development in their life to be able to maintain like a real relationship. Like, but at the same time, love is a feeling and it comes and it goes. It's not anything permanent. You can experience love, and money is kind of the same to me. I never looked at it like that. It's the energy of it, the way that it flows in and out. was born. I know I was born for love though. So I don't know. And my thing is that I don't want to make Leo feel bad for being who they are. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like you just every Leo is not that way. It seems like the ones that I attract, they just be stoic as hell. They be strong as a bitch. And they be like real bossy and stuff. It's kind of like I just be feeling like they don't really fuck with me. Now, my Leo friend that passed away from HIV/AIDS, we reconciled a year later after he passed away. He found me. You know, um, Prince had actually brought him to me. So he's sitting up here and he's telling me what that side is like, and he's telling me all the people that he's meeting, and all the things that he can do. Now, this was a mutual friend of me and my little sister too. So there were times to where he would go be with my sister, try to reach out, communicate to her, and all that type of stuff. But and he had recently came back about a week ago, you know, and I haven't heard from him in like a year, and then he just popped up like 2 weeks ago. Now he really loved me. He really loved me because he done seen some stuff. He knows some stuff. He you know what I mean? That's why we reconciled, because it was a lot of misunderstandings between us. So, I mean, he was gay. He was a gay guy. But he was still cute. And he was a man. And he knew he was a man. So, he knew he could get some pussy too if he wanted it, because he was a good looking man. He was a good looking man. So, I mean, what's up? Some situations just be too intense for me. Okay, so we got the Ace of Swords on the outside. It's kind of like stop playing with me, because with some people you connect with, you only supposed to really connect for one reason and one reason only. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes we be thinking that we want to hold on or keep this person in our lives. I know that people may have a bias towards, meeting somebody and just having sex with them. Well, sometimes that's what it's all about. Sometimes things are not meant to go any further than that, because and that's why shit be getting so intense sometimes, because it's kind of like we be trying to be here when really we want to be there. So this is where we need to be. But I mean, I don't know. Thank you. I don't know, because I have met men and I'm just like, we're meant, so we were made to love, right? We were made to love. That's all we was made to do with each other. But it's kind of like sometimes, most people that I have met, it's like they don't get it. They think that we're supposed to be more, and it's like we were made to love. So in whatever shape, form, or way that is, but remember, love is a feeling. It comes and it goes. So when I say that we was made to love, sometimes I would meet good guys, and I mean, I'm just looking for a good time. I'm honestly just looking for a good time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like after we have that good time, it's like they don't want to let go. So I just don't even deal with it, you know? So I pick up something here about fantasy. Okay? So and that is the thing, right? So I told you I used to work as a dancer, right? So when it comes to dancing, it's all about the fantasy, fulfilling a fantasy. And sometimes people is kind of like, well, I want my fantasy to become a reality, but it's like they don't want it to become a reality. They want it to become their life. But the thing is that you really don't want your fantasy person. You just want to experience that fantasy. Fantasies are dangerous. You know what I mean? When I say that, fantasies that is kind of like that threshold between healthy and toxic imagination. So when a man goes to the strip club, he's looking for a fantasy. He has a wife at home. He loves his wife. You know, like he's stable with her for whatever reason, rather he's happy or not, he's there. Maybe they have built a lot with each other. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to get away. Or, maybe she may have something going on to where she may not be able to, please him in a certain way or whatever. So instead of him cheating, he'll go to the strip club to fulfill a fantasy. Men of imagination like fantasy. They don't necessarily have to engage in the act. They're so mental. You know what I'm saying? The imagination is enough for them. The imagination is more exciting than the actual act of sex. So I mean, I don't know what's going on. Because in the strip club, it's supposed to be a business. It's supposed to be a profession. Women be tricking because they taking outside offers. But within that structured environment, there are boundaries and there are limits. Okay? So, I remember there was this older gentleman that used to come in there. He was an older white guy. And he had like a nipple pinching fetish. And now the thing is that you had to wear pasties. We weren't able to be completely naked. This is when I was working in Richmond. So, all the girls was just like, you should try him. Like they brought him to me because I was new and nobody wanted to deal with him because he be pinching the nipples. So, and he used to have like this whip or something. It used to be like a whip. He would like whip the girls with it, like, or whatever. So I'm a black girl, so I got all this jiggle. You know what I'm saying? So they're just like they brought him to me. So he took me to the private room. I mean, I got big nipples. So when he was squeezing my nipples, I couldn't understand what the other women were talking about. I was like, this shit don't hurt. I don't really feel nothing. I don't want nobody to bite my shit off. You know what I'm saying? I like gentle, but I mean, they made it seem like he'd be ready to rip the nipple off. I was just like, hmm. So then he would keep like his little whip under his, like, in his shoe. So he would pull his pants leg up and he would have his little whip, and then he would tell me to bend over or something. They act like he was got They act like he was a goddamn slave master or some shit. When he was doing that shit, I was like, I said, these girls is soft. Because that man, and at first I was just like, well, maybe because it's our first time. Maybe when he get used to me, he'll lighten up. But the thing is that no, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who he was. So, he became one of my regulars. But I'm just saying that because I don't know, like when you're more tolerable of things, when you have more like endurance, you're more understanding. Okay? It was easy for me to understand his desires, his fantasies and where he was coming from. But the women made him sound like he was a creep and he was terrible and all this type of stuff. But I was just like, he's not no fucking threat. Like, thank you. Because I was the only black girl up in there. So I was like, thank you. So, all my clientele was the random black men that would come in there, which wasn't a lot. Then it was the white men with the black girl fetish. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so this chariot fell out. It fell out in reverse. That looked like a car accident. Somebody said another one, or they said again. But the chariot in reverse can also be like not moving on. So we have the Ace of Swords here. So somebody told the truth. Somebody cut the shit. They cut the bullshit with the truth. Okay, so in the position of your crown, you have the Hierophant. So it's like there's something that you understand. You have a higher understanding about a lot of things. Okay, this is the catalyst. You know that you are chosen. Okay, so you have the Page of Pentacles here. You have Seven of Cups in reverse. You have Knight of Pentacles. You have Queen of Wands in reverse. You have the Page of Swords. And then you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So we're going to line all of this up here over there. Okay, so you have people spying on you, but people are seeing that you are who you say that you are. People know that it is a challenge to understand the content of your mind because you are chosen. Okay, now we have this Knight of Pentacles here. This is the offer of friendship. This is somebody who is moving towards you very slowly because they see that you are who you say that you are. Okay, I feel like this Ace of Swords person is sending these two people in to get a little closer, because even though they have the truth, it's kind of like, well, what if we catch them slipping? So the challenge is that you are someone who can teach people to challenge themselves in many different ways, practically and mentally. So physically and mentally is what I'm saying. Okay, so maybe you work at a gym or something. Maybe you're some type of trainer, some type of bodybuilder or something like that. Maybe something having to do with holistic and health, some type of nutritionist or something like that. I really do pick up like a personal trainer. Is this Joseph? Is he watching me? That's who Whitney is leading me to. you're trying to lead him to me. I don't like him. He was mean. I don't like him. I don't like him. He was mean. I knew he was a Leo. I could see it in the way that he walked. I could see it in the way that he walked. He was mean. And this is what I be saying. This is why I be a lot of misunderstandings between me and Leo. But I'm gonna take accountability because it was my fault. This shit was my fault though. Cause I mean, when I saw this man, he had long hair. He was beautiful. You know, I don't know what he was. I think he may have been Asian and white, or he may have been white and black. He may have been Hispanic. I don't know what he was. He was just beautiful. He had this long black hair. He was real like muscle. You know, he worked at a gym. So the thing is that I was looking for a gym to go to for me and my son so we could work out together. Now, when I first went in there, so he reached out to me because I sent the email that I wanted to do a tour. So he was my tour guide. So the first time I went in there, I was like, this is a waste of my time because my son can't come with me, so I don't want to do this. So then, like a month later, 2 months later, my spirit guides made me go to that fucking gym. Okay, made me go to that fucking gym. So I ended up getting a membership. You know, and I had went up to him. So before I went up to him, you know, I checked him out on social media. So he used to be real skinny. He used to be real skinny. But during these days, he used to be a model. He was a model. You know, he was beautiful. He was so unisex, you know, because he had like a very flamboyant style. He was wearing like pearl necklaces and earrings. You know, it was just real pretty. So now my thing is that it may sound like he's gay. I knew he won't gay. I got good gaydar. Okay? I knew he won't gay. He was just in touch. So then I'm just like, whoa, this is a hell of a transformation. He was skinny like a stick. Now he's sitting up here and he's thick as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He got all that muscle. I was just like, damn, I wonder how he did that. So, I offended him because I got scared. I got scared. I asked him, was he gay? He was like, what? No. I don't know why I said that. But it's because I said I asked you that because I mean you're just so beautiful. You know, I never seen a man as beautiful as you that wasn't gay. So then he was just like, oh, well, thank you. You know, so I was just like, I forgot what I said. I fucked up. I choked up. I'm not supposed to be going after no man anyway, but I choked up. And I forgot what I said, but he tells me, he says, I have a wife at home. So I was like, oh. I said, okay, I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, it was real awkward. I was to go to that gym. So I would avoid the hours to where he would be there because I felt stupid. You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, that nigga won't marry. And he was upset because he wanted me to chase him. And I'm just like, how much sense does that make? I'm already coming to you. I gotta chase you? That shit was crazy. He was mean though. It's like he hated me for not chasing him. But why am I going to chase you if you tell me that you're married? Because with this gym, they had things set up to where there was an app. and they were behind the app doing all of the controls. They would go home and, they would do work from home some days, today, the days that they weren't at the office, at the gym. So he kept sending me these emails and all this type of stuff, and I would just ignore it because I'm just like, stupid ass surveys and agencies and all this type of shit. So it was actually something going on with him and the girl that he worked with. I guess she liked him. You know what I mean? And I think he told her about me. So, when it came to her, I had to deal with her behavior towards me too. She won't try to let me out of the contract. My contract was over, so, I took it to corporate. There was a curse over that gym. That building had been there a very long time, and it used to be what they call spaghetti warehouse. And it used to belong to an Italian family, and as they said that family was a part of the mob, but they also had like witches and shit in that family. So it was a curse on that building, because I think that the people who owned that building, the Italian family, I think that they did something. I'm trying to tell you, I would go in there and it just felt like balls of energy were just on the floor. And I just felt like I was just walking through balls of energy. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? One time I experienced a demonic entity in the corner. It was just sitting there looking down at me. But during this time, I was aware, but I mean, shit is so normal. I mean, it's not like I can tell anybody, like, hey, you need to do some spirit work up in here because you got an entity hanging up in there in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Then you need to go in here and get these energy balls up off the floor. So I just had to leave, okay? So anyway, this guy, he found me on IG. I had put together a website and I made some flyers, and one of my flyers got to him because I put them in the women's locker room. So he checked it out, he looked everything up. So he started talking shit about me. He started gossiping about me and all this type of stuff. He was just being mean. So then I want to say maybe 2 years later, just randomly, I wanted to see what was up. So he had a baby, and he was he had got married to some Asian chick. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, he just got married because his ass won't marry. But he want to get upset with me because I wouldn't chase him. You see, people are so mean and people are cruel and they don't understand it. How much sense does it make if I already came to you? If I already came to you and let you know what was up? You want me just to prove my undying, desperate love for you? Well, no, I'm not desperate. How dare you? You see, people think destructively, but they don't understand that is how they are thinking. And so when they notice everything that they touch falls apart, they want to look at me like I'm the problem. No, you did that with the power of your mind, right? So I mean, whatever. So anyway, what's up? What you on? Okay. So I think this is him. Cause my thing is, when I found him on IG, he had left that gym he was at. He had cut his hair off. And he was doing his own thing independently. You know what I mean? He was an independent contractor at a gym. So I was just like, okay, so he fulfilling his dreams. Because I could tell that he ain't like that job. Because he seemed like a happy person. But it's kind of like, he was just acting miserable because I felt like a lot of people he was around was miserable, and it just seemed like he felt like he had to be that way too. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a little bit of a goofy side to him, but he was trying to be all serious and stuff. Whatever. I don't know. I don't want to see him with me. Can we cancel that? Well, what's up? What do he want? So he was talking so much shit about me to one of his friends. One of his friends want to reach out to me. They want to find me. Is one of his friends watching me? They are watching me. They're holding back too. They're setting their mental boundaries, which means that I may have given this person a reading. Is he watching my YouTube? He's on the IG. That IG old as hell. I don't want nobody who's attracted to that IG. That IG, that was purposeful for me to make that. I'm not in that consciousness anymore. I put that out because I had a lot of opposition. So God told me to make that IG to keep the opposition focused on that energy because that was their energy and I was giving it back. A lot of people are triggered by it. A lot of people don't like what they see. Oh, fucking well. Now, the further you go into the IG, it's a different type of energy. But motherfuckers is so disturbed by the negative shit that they see because they're addicted to the negativity and they've been trying to spill that onto me. So I created a IG channel and I'm just like, here you go. I don't go on that channel. I don't see what nobody else had. I don't go on that account. That was purposeful for me to do that. I have another account under my name, Chantel Stewart, but that's a very dark IG. That's purposeful too. So okay, so he worried because his friend trying to find me. I don't want to fuck with his friend either. It's over. Yes, ma'am. Let the sun come out. Thank you. It's over. See, he been trying to keep his friend away from me. He must have been trying to lie on me and all type of shit from that old ass IG. Well, damn. If his friend get a whiff of it now, his friend really gonna be head over heels. But no, I don't want anybody who's associated with that man, cause birds of a feather flock the fuck together. No. Mm-mm. All that toxic emotion, no. Mm-mm. So that was a warning. You was warning me. So you're gonna be with me when I travel. All right now. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you. You know, I be being watched and I don't even be knowing. I don't have to know because my spirit guides be seeing it. They think I'm coming right. God say go left. Mm-hmm. They got me fucked up out here. He was just so cute. It's always the cute. It's always the fun, cute ones that be mean as hell. I just be like, damn, that is such a waste. Like your ugliness is so much stronger than your physical beauty. I can't even see the beauty because all of that ugliness is just in the way. You know, but then there are some guys who are beautiful inside and out. But he was one of them good looking motherfuckers. I was just like, I was so disappointed. I was just like, damn, that is a waste of beauty. You so angry and so bitter. You know, and of course I could tell he deal with a lot of insecurity. I was just like, you so insecure. Motherfuckers can't even embrace your beauty because you don't. It be disappointing. I am a lover of beautiful things. I'm an artist, you know, and it's not about the obvious beauty with me. You know, I can see beauty on the outside, yeah, but I'm, you know, that's kind of like God telling me it's more. You know, you are a whole universe within itself, and I know how to see it. I know how to see it. So I be trying to, you know, I be really trying to dive into people. I be trying to go high with people too. But people, whatever. Thank you, girl. Keep them motherfuckers away from me. Cause I feel like they competing. His friend know he about to come, so he trying to find me first. Now see, when I was at that gym, I was in this apartment, so he know my address. Cause you know I had to get my phone number, so he know my address. So what they gonna try to do? They gonna try to study my whereabouts. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna try to run into me. They're gonna try to run into me. Why thought you had a wife and you was married? What's up? You know, I already reached out to you. You already had your chance, child. Mm. That's why I be jumping off cliffs, because I can't live with not speaking up. I can't live without, if I feel like I love you, I can't live without telling you that I don't love you. I can't live with that. I can't move on without getting that shit up out of me. I know love when I feel it, when I see it, when God send it to me. So I'm open. I don't give a fuck how stupid I look, because most people, they be thinking that I'm crazy. They be thinking that I look stupid. Well, baby, I don't have no doubt. I don't doubt love at all. So I'm jumping. If it's not receptive, if motherfuckers want to bitch up, you know, then this is not it. This is love, but this is not the love for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. But anyway, so we about to wrap it up here. Till the next time.